Good morning, guys. Today I want to talk to you about one of the greatest lessons that I learned in my 25 years of training martial arts. And that's basically discipline. For some people, martial arts training is a hobby or a sport. And it's something that they do when they feel like doing it. And when they don't feel like doing it, they don't do it. And that's okay. You know, a lot of you are busy with your work and your family, and you don't need another big demand on your time like a martial art. To guys like that, the training may be important, but they have things that rank higher in priority for them. And that's cool, I understand that. As a guy that does not have kids, I don't have to deal with that, so I can devote a little more time to my own training. But really, I want to direct this to the viewers that make excuses and don't train, even though they want to. This video is also for the people that are constantly critiquing themselves. I hear this all the time. Oh man, I did so good last week, in training. I was doing great. This week I'm just not feeling it. I'm feeling tired. Maybe I should quit. Or man, I've just been getting beat up by this new blue belt. Man, I'm so down about that. What should I do? I'm doing great this week. I swept 2 black belts. I'm feeling awesome. There's this roller coaster of emotions, and of course, some weeks you're going to be doing good. Some weeks you might not do as good, unless you're in some small academy and you're the instructor and you're beating up everybody all the time. But the point is, there are going to be ups and downs in your training. That's natural. It's normal. Nothing to be worried about. The thing is, when you get caught up in that, and when you're not doing good, and you don't feel like training, then that's not good. That's pulling you away from your goal. A lot of us, when we started training, we had a goal of being a black belt. Maybe you had another goal of losing weight, or of entering a tournament, of getting a gold medal. There's all these goals, all these reasons people want to train. But my advice to you, which was given to me by my previous teacher, Dan Kawakami, is not to get caught up in that roller coaster of emotions, and instead set your vision longer. Just tell yourself, I'm going to train for the next 6 months or for the next year. And during that time, you do not get emotionally involved in your training. Doesn't matter what happens. You've committed yourself. You are going to train on a regular basis. You set your schedule. For example, I'm going to train every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or every Tuesday and Thursday, whatever your schedule allows, and you stick to that schedule as much as possible. If you do not set a schedule, you're going to find a million things to get in the way of your training. There's always something better that's going to come up. Maybe your friend calls you up and wants to take you to a movie, or you want to go out to this new restaurant that just opened up, or your wife wants you to take her out for dinner, whatever the case may be. There's going to be so many things that come up. But when you set that schedule and you tell your friends and family, every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm at the dojo training. That's just how it is. That's my church, right? Then it makes it easier. When somebody asks you, hey, you want to go to a movie tonight? You say, no, sorry, I'm training, but I can go tomorrow night. And that's what I did early on in my training. I just stuck to that schedule. Did it negatively affect my social life? Yeah, probably. But you know what? Having that disciplined structure keeps you on track. And again, if martial arts isn't that important to you, then fine, just go when you feel like it. But if you really want to make improvements, you have to have a regular schedule, and in my opinion, you need to be going at minimum twice a week. Twice a week is barely improving. and that's it. You stick to that schedule and you train hard. And if your class went really good and you're killing it in sparring, great. If you did poorly, got beat by a lower belt, so what? Coming back tomorrow or the next day, whatever your schedule says, and I'm going to do it again. And if I fail again, I don't care. I'm going to do it again. After 1 year, if I look back and say, you know what, this year has been hell, I didn't improve very much, I didn't enjoy myself, my teacher's a jerk, then fine, quit at that time. But unless something awful happens, do not get caught up in that emotional roller coaster and think about quitting during that time period. So again, my advice to you right now, if you're starting out in jiu-jitsu, is you make that schedule. Write it down. What 2 days of the week, what 3 days, what 4 days, what 5 days of the week are you going to train? And then you set that, and 1 year from now, then you sit back and evaluate your training and think about what you want to change. Maybe you want to train a little bit more, maybe you want to train a little bit less, but by constantly making changes to your schedule during the year and getting caught up in the positives and negatives is letting your emotions control you and is going to take you off track. So another way to put this is discipline is setting yourself in a structure, and that creates discipline. And look at the military. These guys have incredible structure, incredible discipline, and that's what's needed. In school too. Every school there's days and times that you have to go, and that's just it. You don't just go when you want to go. Anyways, guys, that has helped me a lot, and I hope that helps you too. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next time.